What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for the Heat, Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far in what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving, to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
Now here's Butler over Harkless. And Butler gets it to go.
Jimmy Butler, great feel for the mid-range game, and it's where his jumper's most accurate.
Beverley with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Beverley for 3. No good. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Lets it go, and it's sent back by George. Beverley finds George. Back to Beverley. Pass to Leonard. The floater. He lays it in.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Outside Butler. Fires for 3. They get it again. Adebayo. Great D that time from Leonard.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And that one's good. Beverley.
I love this about Patrick Beverley. He's just a fighter. He's never going to back down.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. Got a piece of it. Beverley with the ball. Last game he had 12. Pass to Harkless. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Kicks to Robinson. Leonard against Leonard. Back to Robinson. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. There's only so much you can do game planning for Paul George. The coach is just as concerned with PG's defense as he is with his scoring. Tremendously long and disruptive, we know that George is as good as they come at the defensive end. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Nunn. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Three-pointer, Butler.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi Leonard last season averaged 27 points a game. That's what you call a two-way player.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Leonard hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Got a hand on it.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nunn. Misses the step-back jump shot.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Outside for George. Sinks the three-pointer.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Heat trail by 6. Here's Nunn. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Butler on the wing. Here's Adebayo. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. A 3 from Leonard, and another 3 for the Clippers.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
Outside Butler. Passes to Nunn. A floater. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's blocked. Here's Nunn. Now here's Butler. It's Robinson, top of the key. And the pass to Adebayo. Over Harkless. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Now George. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Zubac, the pass to George. Leonard against Robinson. To the paint, 5 to shoot. Here's Harkless, and it's blocked. And it's the Heat on the break. The shot's good. Butler's got his 2nd bucket.
You see the intensity in Butler's eyes. When you give him room to run, look out.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Leonard, the pass to Beverley. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Poked loose. And here's Beverley. Pass to George. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Beverley.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team. Substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Harkless. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Here's Hero. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Floats one up. Great D that time from Harrell.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Here's Dragic. The Clippers getting the bucket. Winslow's shot is off.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And despite a fair amount of turnover, the Clippers have made the playoffs 7 out of the last 8 years.
I am so surprised. When you lose Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, you expect a complete rebuild. But the team stayed competitive throughout, and now they're well positioned into the future.
Good on both.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
Now here's Williams. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. And that one's good. Shamet. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Williams kicks to Harrell. Pass to Shamet. Six on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound by the Heat. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by Miami. And Harrell slams it in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Dragic. 17 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way. Well, when you watch Goran Dragic play, you can tell the precision that he has with his movement and footwork. But as pretty as his game is, he has a bit of edge to him. Very fiery player.
That free throw, no good. And Smitty, as you alluded to with Dragic, he's gotten in more confrontations than you would think.
He's a scrapper and does whatever it takes to win. Reminds me of a little bit of John Stockton with that mentality, but that's exactly the kind of mindset you want from your lead guard.
And he's good on the second.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
Williams passes to Mann. Down low, Harrell. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Dragic against Williams. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Williams gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Hero, following the score by Lou Williams. That's tipped. Passes it to Winslow. He tries for 3. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So a moment now to see the story on Goran Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
That's good from Hero. So, Smitty, if we take James Harden out of the equation, who has the best step-back jumper in the NBA right now?
You know, there's a few guys. Damian Lillard has an unbelievable step back. Steph Curry, Bradley Beal creates a lot of space on his step back jumper.
He hits both from the stripe.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Now here's Williams. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Hero. They trail by 18. Comes up empty down low. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
The Clippers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And so he hits both.
Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won 6th Man of the Year multiple times.
Here's Hero. 9 points last game out.
Los Angeles foul call.
The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And that one falls for Johnson.
And what James Johnson brought with him coming into this league, physicality. He combines size, strength, athleticism, and a 7'1" wingspan.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Hero. Shot clock at 5. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Clippers leading by 17. Shamet the pass to Harrell. On the wing, Williams. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Harrell kicks to Williams. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Magruder missing. Here's Hero. Jones for three. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back to the action after this word. The trade deadline is that's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Here are the five the Clippers have to start the second. Williams and Shamet are the guard set. JaMychal Green is out there with Harrell, and it's Magruder in at the three, the small forward. Kept alive with one on the clock, and it's Green with the jam.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Dragic dishes to Jones. For the three. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Winslow.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Outside Williams. Lets it fly. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Williams has got 8 points.
You know, he's still a streaky shooter, but Lou Williams has refined his jumper to the point where it's much more consistent.
Williams against Dragic. Steps back and drains the jump shot. He's got 6.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Well, we know Goran Dragic is very crafty. He can get his shot off in that mid-range area.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Here's Magruder, covered by Winslow. Outside, Green. No good, shot missing. Good D by Jones. Winslow, the pass to Johnson. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Justice Winslow. And it's Butler in for Hero. And then for Los Angeles, Reese Harkless comes in for JaMychal Green. And George is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Williams against Dragic. Offensive rebound. Harrell. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
George looking around. All sorts of time. A shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 8. Outside Butler. Over Harkless. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dragic against Williams. Pass to Magruder. To the inside, George. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Great defensive effort, just saved.
Whoa, hammering it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. George missing again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shoots from the baseline. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Butler.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Harkless with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's George. That misses off the backboard.
It's a shot you would think he would make. He just doesn't make it all the time.
Jones the pass to Johnson. Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. He kicks to Butler. Great D that time from Harrell. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Trying to get something going. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Butler.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Jimmy Butler is really forcing the issue, leaving the defense no choice but to foul him.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime. And that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
The first one falls. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
That free throw good from George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And so he makes both from the line. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Leonard attacking. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Nunn. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get open is Adebayo. They get it back. Butler feeling it out a bit. Back to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity.
Way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight or they'll start losing patience with him.
It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Butler.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Butler. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. George up top, defended by Butler. Leonard against Leonard. Now here's Leonard, guarded closely. Shoots over Leonard. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Robinson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Leonard against Butler. To end the drought. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the Claw. What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Nunn. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Now here is George. He's got 7, puts it up from 12, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Butler. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Winslow's checked in for Miami. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Shamet's checked in. Free throw, good Butler. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, you know, the truth is, Leonard's been focused all night. Has an array of go-to moves and the endurance to keep on coming.
Now, here's Butler. 13 points in the game. It's deflected, and he recovers it, but he stays with it. Olynyk banked in off the glass. Olynyk got 4 this quarter.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Butler. Great D that time from Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 13. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Passes it to Mann. Poked away. Here's Zubac. Rebound by the Heat.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now we'll send it up. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Myers Leonard. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Outside Robinson. The pass to Adebayo. Pass to Nunn. The kick outside to Butler. Miami needs to get a shot off. And it's Leonard missing. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 11 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Now here's Leonard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beverly feeling it out a bit. It's tipped. Butler against Beverly. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Here's Nunn, defended by Harkless. Nunn, that's good.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. And the shot is long.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Pass to Nunn. Outside Butler. Adebayo kicks to Butler. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from George.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Adebayo down low. He's defended by Harrell. Adebayo with the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Now here's Beverley. He's covered closely.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverley. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That's good from Beverley.
Patrick Beverley is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. Both free throws good from Beverley. The Heat trail by 18. Pass to Hero. There's the pass to Nunn. Clock at 4. Pass to Leonard. Over Beverley. And it's Leonard missing.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Nunn after the basket by Los Angeles. He feeds it to Leonard. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George with no one around. No good off the back of the rim. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Nunn passes to Adebayo. The Clippers grab the miss.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Hero, defended by George. Hero passes to Adebayo. And the rejection by Harrell. Fast break, here they come. Lob pass to George. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Here's Nunn. Outside Leonard to stop the run. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Robinson. Leonard, no luck. The Heat shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Pass to Nunn. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Harrell. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And the rejection by Harrell. So both teams making some changes here. Shot from the inbound, and Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Williams kicks to Magruder. Here's Harrell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Williams against Dragic. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Harkless. The rebound by Johnson.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Miami. Here's Magruder, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Rodney Magruder has fought his way into the NBA as an outside shooting threat.
Played at Kansas State, but bounced around overseas and in the G League after not getting drafted. But in his time in the NBA, he's shown he can knock down a 3 and is a decent option for outside scoring.
The first free throw is good. Well, the undrafted Rodney Magruder, Greg, has earned his way into the NBA.
It was 25 by the time of Magruder's rookie season. Has spent some time overseas and in the G League, but he's improved his game and has kind of carved out a spot here in the league.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Miami. Justice Winslow comes in for Bam Adebayo. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
On the wing, Winslow. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
Passes it to Shamet. Harrell down low. Working on Jones. Right side, Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Magruder. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Heat shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Harrell. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. That's tipped. Dragic with it. He's got 8. Sweet little floater. Dragic has got 10.
Aggressive move, but instead of going all the way to the rack, Dragic floats it over the top.
And there's the pass to Shamet. Harrell against Jones. Williams passes to Shamet. Free throw line jump shot. And no good that time. And Miami the other way now. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Hero passes to Olynyk. Shoots over Shamet. Olynyk can't hit. Clippers leading by 20. Bobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
He will put you on a poster. Green up top for the monster flush.
Here's Hero. He's covered by Shamet. Shot's good by Hero. He's got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Magruder. Shamet with it.
2 minutes.
Drops in the layup for 2.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Hero passes to Jones. He dishes it to Dragic. There's 1:38 left in the third. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Here's Williams. Dragic with some nice D. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Harrell. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Magruder. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings out west. You look at the Clippers. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
Butler, he's checked in for Hero. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. Olynyk trying to break loose. Dragic gets the bucket.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Williams scanning the floor. No good that time.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
Now here's Williams. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Here's Zubats. Rebound by the Heat. Outside Dragic. Misses.
And the defense by Lou, using his experience and quickness to get in good position.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this.
I don't really give a...
If it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Ivica Zubac is out there with Montrezl Harrell, and it's man in at the 3. Here's Shamet. Jimmy Butler making his last shot, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And Miami making a change here. Leonard's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in. Leonard, the pass to Winslow. Outside Butler. 3-pointer. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers leading by 15. Now, here's Shamet. Pass to Leonard. Lets a floater go. A second chance effort. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
The free throw drops for Leonard. So, for the Clippers, George is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Leonard hits them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Butler against George. Outside Butler. There's Winslow. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, you know, defensively, that's what they're trying to do to Winslow. Turn him into a jump shooter, and he made them pay.
Here's Leonard. Miami grabs the miss. Winslow's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Butler. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Butler's got 20.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
George passes to Harold. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They've done a great job, but they're not done yet.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Harold. Knocked loose. Passes it to Leonard. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. It's good. 21 points in the game.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Now the pass to Adebayo. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And that one, good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And so Miami again turning it over.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac. Taking
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Heat trail by 16. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Nunn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
None. 2.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard, and he makes the 8-footer. Leonard's got 23 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now, here's Butler. Leonard trying to break free. It's Butler that time on the assist by Robinson. 24 points for Jimmy Butler. Robinson against Leonard. It's blocked. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Nunn, defended by Beverly. Butler against George. Butler, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it. Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Now here's Harkless. Now Beverly out to the wing. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Nunn, defended by Beverly. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
It's Robinson high post. Leonard's there. And Adebayo throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Trey, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Nunn can't get it to fall.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Leonard on target from 13 feet. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Here's Nunn, defended by Beverly. Here's Nunn. Passes it to Butler. The three. Trying to get open is Adebayo.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
Controlling the glass helps them maximize their number of possessions. He's done everything he can do to help them in that area.
Count it. Butler's got 13 points in the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Ball's knocked loose. George against Butler. And it's sent back by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Beverly with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
The Heat trail by 14. Here's Nunn. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And here's George. The pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Harkless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Zubac has got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Nunn. And he's going up for the alley-oop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
George against Butler. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. The Heat trail by 14. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. Some solid defense from Butler.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Jimmy Butler. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Butler.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
And so Butler nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
To the paint. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside, George. There's the dish to Leonard. The 17-footer. Second shot opportunity, and it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got 8 points in the quarter.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Butler dishes to Dragic. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul. Myers Leonard. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
George passes to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Dragic. Down low, here's Butler, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Goran Dragic grabs the board. The Heat trail by 14. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Butler passes to Adebayo. Basket counts. Adebayo's got 14 points here in the second half.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Pass to George. Basket good. George has got 19 points.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Dragic. Buries it down low.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pass to Waiters. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
There was a time that Dion Waiters would have jacked up that shot. Patience delivers the basketball on point.
One shot.
That one misses for Jones. Zubats with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the